Hello, everyone, and welcome again to Learn English with Confidence. I'm Lily.
And I'm James. Today we're going to talk about something that so many learners experience every single day, the struggle to learn English, especially to speak it.
Oh, yes. You know, James, I've met hundreds of students who say, I can understand English, but I can't speak it. And I always tell them, that's okay. You are not alone. It's one of the most common challenges in learning a new language.
That's so true. In fact, even people who study English for many years sometimes feel shy or nervous when they try to speak. They know the words, they understand the grammar, but when it's time to talk, their mind goes blank.
Yes, that feeling of your brain freezing when someone says, "Can you introduce yourself?" You know, it's funny. Even I felt that way when I was learning my second language. I used to practice so hard, but when I met a native speaker, I forgot everything.
I had the same experience when I tried to learn Japanese. I could read a little, write a little, but when someone spoke to me, I panicked. It's a natural reaction. Our brains get nervous because we're afraid to make mistakes.
Exactly. And that's the first big struggle, fear. Fear of sounding silly, fear of being judged, fear of saying something wrong. But here's the truth. Everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers.
Absolutely. I make grammar mistakes when I speak fast. And I've been teaching English for more than 10 years.
Same here. So to all our listeners, please understand, mistakes are not bad. They are the best teachers you will ever have.
Right. When you make a mistake, your brain remembers the correction better than if you had just memorized the rule. So don't hide from speaking. Every time you speak, even if you make mistakes, you're getting better.
You know, James, I often tell my students to think about how they learned their first language as a child. Did they study grammar books? You know, James, I often tell my students to think about how they learned their first language as a child. Did they study grammar books? Did they memorize verb tables? Of course not. They listened, they repeated, they played, they spoke without fear.
That's such a powerful reminder. Language learning is a natural process, but adults often forget that. We put too much pressure on ourselves to be perfect, and that pressure makes learning harder.
So if you're listening to us today and thinking, I can't speak English, please change that thought to, I'm learning to speak English. See the difference? One closes the door, the other opens it.
I love that. I'm learning to speak English. It's positive, it's hopeful, and it's true. Because learning English is not about being perfect, it's about growing.
Yes, and let's talk about the second struggle, consistency. Many learners start with strong motivation. They buy books, download apps, watch videos every day for 1 week, and then they stop.
That's right. It's like going to the gym in January. Everyone starts strong, but few continue. The secret to learning English easily is not intensity, it's consistency.
Exactly. 10 minutes every day is better than 2 hours once a week. When you do a little every day, your brain starts to think in English naturally. It's like watering a plant. A little water every day keeps it alive.
I remember one of my students, Hannah. She struggled for years to speak English fluently, but one day she decided to change her method. She stopped worrying about grammar and focused on speaking just 5 minutes a day to herself.
Wow, that's such a small goal.
Yes, but that's why it worked. 5 minutes a day felt easy, so she never missed a day. And guess what? After 6 months, her confidence grew. After a year, she was having full conversations in English.
That's beautiful. Sometimes the key is to make your goals smaller. Don't try to learn everything at once. Start small, stay steady, and you'll be amazed by how fast you improve.
Absolutely. And the third struggle is the lack of environment. Many learners say, I have no one to practice English with. But the truth is, there are many creative ways to practice.
Yes, you can listen to English podcasts like this one, repeat after the speakers, talk to yourself, or even record your voice and listen to it again.
That's a great technique. When you listen to your own voice, you can notice your pronunciation and improve it. It's like having your own personal teacher.
And don't forget about technology. There are so many apps where you can chat with people in English or find speaking partners online.
Exactly. And even if you don't have internet access all the time, you can still practice thinking in English. When you walk, ask yourself simple questions in English. What am I doing? What do I see? What do I want to eat?
I love that technique. It makes English a natural part of your thinking, not just a subject you study.
And when English becomes part of your thoughts, it stops feeling like a foreign language. It becomes yours.
That's so true. And James, I think another big struggle is comparison. Many learners compare themselves to others. My friend speaks better. That person learns faster.
Yes, comparison can kill your motivation. Everyone learns differently. Some people are better listeners, some are better readers, some are visual learners. The important thing is to find your own rhythm.
Exactly. If you enjoy music, use songs to learn. If you love stories, read short stories or listen to audiobooks. If you're social, join speaking clubs. Learning becomes easy when you do it your way.
And once you find your way, English stops being a burden. It becomes a friend.
That's beautiful, James. English becomes a friend. I like that.
It's true. I've seen students fall in love with learning once they realized English is not their enemy. It's not something to fight against. It's something to play with, to explore, to enjoy.
And that's when the magic happens. When you stop saying, I must learn English, and start saying, I want to learn English.
Exactly. Then everything becomes easier. You start noticing progress. And progress gives you more energy to keep going.
To all our listeners, maybe you're struggling right now. Maybe you've studied for years and still feel shy to speak. But please, don't give up. The reason English feels difficult is not because you're bad at it. It's because you haven't yet found your rhythm and confidence.
Yes. And believe me, once you start enjoying the process, you'll realize how easy English can be. You'll understand that the hardest part was not the grammar or vocabulary, it was fear.
When you remove fear, learning becomes light. You smile, you experiment, you learn faster.
So true. And remember, the world is full of English. You hear it in music, in movies, in technology, in business. Every time you hear or read something in English, it's a chance to learn something new.
That's right. Learning English opens doors to travel, to new friendships, to better jobs, and to understanding different cultures.
So, to sum up today's message, don't be afraid. Be consistent. Create your environment. Don't compare yourself. And most importantly, enjoy the journey.
Yes, learning English is not about speed. It's about progress. Step by step, word by word, you'll get there.
You already know more than you think you do. And every time you try, you're becoming more confident and more fluent.
We believe in you, so keep speaking, keep listening, and keep learning. One day, you'll look back and realize that English has become easy.
That's the real secret. English doesn't get easier. You get better.
What a perfect way to end.
Thank you all for joining us today on Learn English with Confidence.
We hope today's conversation helped you see that your struggle is not a weakness. It's part of your growth.
Keep going, keep believing, and remember, every word you speak is one step closer to fluency.